to another pregnancy video. Today we are doing week 18. Can you guys believe that we're at week 18 already and with baby number 3? Like, I feel like I was just pregnant with my first like last week. But nope, here we are. Baby number 3 is on the way and we are 18 weeks along. So at 18 weeks along, the Bump app says it's time to switch things up. Starting around 18 weeks, pregnant, you should begin to sleep on your side instead of your back. That's because the baby and your uterus is getting big enough to press against large veins in the back of your abdomen, which can reduce the amount of blood going to your heart, making you feel lightheaded, or worse, lowering your blood pressure. At 18 weeks, you're officially 4 months pregnant. How big is baby at 18 weeks? Well, baby at 18 weeks is the size of an artichoke. Baby is about 5.6 inches long and about 6.7 ounces. For your body at 18 weeks, swollen feet and or hands, back aches, leg cramps, varicose veins, trouble sleeping, nosebleeds, and the baby kicking. And if you would like to know what your baby looks like at 18 weeks, here's the picture from the Bump app of what your baby looks like. And this little baby's holding the umbilical cord. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but super cute. So baby's getting much bigger. As far as my symptoms for 18 weeks, I don't really have a whole lot going on. I just finished up my student teaching seminar, so I am tired. I am so tired. I just want to sleep, but I have things to do and I have a house to clean because I've been out of my house for quite some time. Overall, I'm feeling pretty good. Usually in the second trimester, I don't seem to have a lot of issues with my pregnancy. It's the very beginning in the first trimester, and about midway through the second trimester is when I start to get really bad. I end up suffering from all of my pregnancies, and it's something I will have in all of my pregnancies regardless of what I do. I end up suffering from severe, like chronic pubic symphysis dysfunction. And I'll go ahead and make a video on that at a later day about what exactly that is. But if you think about your bones and how they come together, your pubic bone essentially comes together like this, and there's a piece of cartilage in the center. And when you have pubic symphysis dysfunction, it ends up coming apart really far and it stretches really bad on that piece of cartilage. And it is like chronic, non-stop pain from the moment it happens until several months after the baby is born. With Kaylee, I think it went away a little bit quicker than when I had Maddie, but it was still like 2 months. At the end, I will need help putting pants on, getting in the shower, getting in and out of bed. Like, I can't lift my feet. Like, if I'm sitting in a chair, like right now I'm sitting in a chair, and if I put my feet on the ground, when I have this issue, I can only lift my feet about this far off the ground. And when you have a big belly and you're sitting down and you're trying to put pants on, I can't even reach my toes to put my pants on because I can only get my feet off the ground about this far. And so the reason I bring this up is because I've been fortunate enough to not have the issue just yet, but just this week my hips started doing all of their weird popping and they started hurting, and so I know that this issue is just around the corner and I am so not looking forward to it. My anxiety has been better, but it's also been worse, which sounds really weird, but it was getting better and then it started kind of getting worse again. It's not really brought on by anything, but like my second or third to last day of student teaching, we were doing a thing on tornadoes, and I was already having really bad anxiety that day. Like, my heart was racing and I was like stressing out, and I don't know what I was stressing out about, but at the end of the day we watched like this 30 or 40-minute video on tornadoes, and the entire time the video was going, there were those like emergency siren sounds in the back of the video, and my anxiety mixed with those sirens was like, oh my gosh, like my whole body was like panicking, like what's going on? Like, and I knew it was a video, like that's stupid, like a bunch of third graders are watching it and thinking it's super interesting, but like my anxiety when I'm already having panic attacks mixed with the panic alarm is like, oh, my body couldn't handle it. So that was really rough. But my anxiety seems to have gotten worse again. But we also have our competition season that's starting up. So I'm filming this on a Friday, and the Saturday following this video, we have our first competition. And so I've been working really, really hard with this team, and we really want to do well. And it's just kind of unknown. You don't know how you're going to do. So that always adds extra stress and anxiety that you don't need, but that's okay. I still have the varicose vein on my foot, which hasn't been bothering me as much. I don't know if it's because of the kind of shoes I've been wearing or what, or the fact that I'm not like walking as much, but it hasn't really been bothering me all that much, so I haven't done a whole lot about it. So that is good. I haven't had my headaches in a really long time, but today I do have a headache, and I don't know if it's just from lack of sleep or the anxiety or what. My sinuses are also like super, there's a lot of pressure, like they're clogged. My eyes are burning and on fire, and there's a lot of pressure behind them. But that's something that I always deal with in pregnancy. I basically have a cold from like, I don't know, 8-9 weeks or so until the baby is out. And like once the baby's out, it's totally fine. But that whole time frame, I just have like cold symptoms the whole time, and it really stinks. One thing that I've been experiencing that made me a little bit concerned, and it's not so much that like it made me really concerned, but if I didn't feel the baby moving, I'd be really concerned. I started losing a lot of hair just like this past week. After I have my babies, I lose a ton of hair, and I have to Drano our shower every time I take a shower because the amount of hair that I'm losing is clogging the drains every single shower. And this past week that started happening again. And I think it's really weird that that started happening again, because most people's hair grows a lot while they're pregnant, and people are like, oh, my hair is so full and so shiny and so everything when they're pregnant. And for me, that was the case with my other 2 pregnancies, but now I started losing a bunch of hair, which is really, really weird. And if I didn't feel the baby moving, I'd be concerned that I was having a miscarriage or that I had a missed miscarriage, because the only time I've experienced this amount of hair loss is after I've had a baby, or after like I've stopped growing a baby. And so it was really super concerning when I started seeing all of this hair fall out, because it was like as soon as my kids were born, like my hair just started falling out. And so I was like, oh my gosh, well, what if I had a miscarriage and like, you know, this is the end of the pregnancy and now my hair is falling out like it did with all my other pregnancies. And thankfully I've been able to feel the baby move, so I know that the baby is still okay on the inside, but I do not know why I'm losing so much hair. But it was really, really bad. Like this morning I took a shower and it was so bad. I don't really know what else to say about this pregnancy. I don't have any like food cravings or aversions, and I think that's really about it. It's just kind of like the past couple weeks I've been so busy that it's hard for me to relate the pregnancy and the pregnancy symptoms together, and like what is because I'm so tired and so exhausted and I'm having a lack of sleep, and what is because I'm not eating well enough, and what is like, you know, all the different things that are happening in my life right now. It's just really hard to kind of figure out what symptoms are pregnancy symptoms and what are like other things. And oh, I don't know. But anyway, I think that's about it. I have another ultrasound, I believe on February 11th. I think is my next ultrasound, and I believe I have my next OB checkup on Monday. So that'll be fun. Get to go through all of that stuff again. Hopefully all of my tests came back and everything is normal. Last time all of my tests got messed up, so I'm hoping to get good news this time. But anyway, guys, I think that is going to be it for week 18. Please let me know if you guys are 18 weeks pregnant, what your symptoms are, or what you're feeling currently in your pregnancy. And I would love to read all of your comments, and if you have any questions, I would love to answer your questions. And until next time, give this video a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, click the little bell so you get all of the notifications. Find me on Instagram and our Facebook, which doesn't really do a whole lot at the moment, but find us on Facebook too if you want, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.